Welcome to the Stephen Hartmann Podcast. What's the show? No one knows. Who am I? Who cares? Let's start the show.
Hell yeah. Let's start this show. It's a Monday. How's everybody feeling? Fucking Mondays usually suck, but I'm feeling pretty good today. It's been a couple of days since my last vaccine shot, so I feel a lot better than the first couple of days. I'll say that. Let me go ahead and turn this bitch off. Maybe. Swear to God, I have to hit that shit twice. Anyway, how's everybody doing today? It's the start of the week. Feeling good. Happy I got everything done this weekend. Pool was great. It was nice to get in. Gazebo was real nice. It was really nice to chill out in the backyard and enjoy the work that we put in. So it was cool. I was glad to help out my sister-in-law, Kelsey, put all that together. It was definitely a job. I am not the most handiest man, so I'm happy with how everything went together, though. It looks pretty damn good. I'm pretty jealous. I'm like, damn, I'm going to have to start spending a lot more time in your backyard. But yeah, it was pretty fun. We had a somewhat of a opening of the pool, but definitely got to have a little pool party to actually get it, christened or whatever you want to call it. But that was a pretty fun part of the weekend. Like I said, it was nice to get all that shit done. Like I said, I got my second shot Friday, so I was kind of feeling pretty shitty those couple of days, but I was able to handle myself and get shit done, so I'm happy about that. It wasn't too bad, but I definitely had some rough times there. There was a few hours here and there where I definitely felt like shit, like nauseous and shit like that. So I'm glad that's over with. It's hot as fuck again today, of course. And that probably didn't help. It was hot all weekend. Plus this humidity has just been rough. Have not been liking that shit at all. But besides that, tomorrow marks, I believe we are 13 weeks to go with the baby, which means one more week we go into the third trimester, which is pretty crazy. It means we're on the last stretch, man. It's getting here really quick. It's crazy. Can't wait to see my little baby girl, though. It's going to be awesome. I still haven't put the registry information in any of these videos. I should probably do that here soon. So in case anybody happens to want to buy anything, they can. Give me a second. Okay. Just checking the text real quick. Sorry. Like I said, if anybody happens to want to buy something for the baby, that'd be amazing. It could just be some diapers, fucking little onesie, anything like that. That's fine. If not, it's cool too. I'm just going to put the information in there in case anybody wants to. Like I said, I can't believe it's, going to be the third trimester already. Before I know it, there'll be single digit weeks left and then it'll be, a couple of weeks left. So it's getting pretty crazy. Can't wait. That's pretty much it on the life update. So, I guess I'll go into some Big Brother. There was just the one episode since we last talked, but, pretty much what I thought was going to happen. Frankie really started, or Frankie, Frenchie just really kept playing way too hard, and he's just upset the whole house. Like I said, that dude Kylan had won HOH this last week, So he's the one who's making the decisions, and Frenchie kind of goes at him a little hard. And like they're kind of in an alliance called the Slaughterhouse, but he just for some reason goes at him way too hard. I don't know why. Like he was in a really good spot, even though he was stupid and lying to people and all that shit. They were still like ready to work with him. But like he just decided to snap all of a sudden, and he just starts going around to all the people in the group going like, "Hey, I'm out. I'm done." Like making a big old scene about it. So like, people are like, "What the fuck?" Well, this dude's a loose cannon. We don't want to work with him. And then like so Kylan like interviews everybody in the house, and basically everybody says Frenchie needs to go. And like I couldn't agree more. He is fucking up the game hardcore. Like he had the power, he had this huge group, and he just got super paranoid and just started turning on people that he didn't need to right away. Like he could have definitely went far. He started this really nice group of 8 people that I think probably really would have worked with this guy until he started going crazy. And it's definitely fucked up his game. So they had the wild card event, and Frenchie, Brent, the Italian guy, and Mary Beth or Sarah Beth play for the wild card. And it's like this thing where they got to guess the colors or whatever. And Sarah Beth wins like pretty easily. She won. I think she won 3-1. Everybody else had 1. And it's a thing where she can go join the team that's safe and put one of their people on her team so they're no longer safe. But she just decides to stay with her team and not cause any waves, which is smart as shit. So like I was almost all like, hell yeah, do it, man. It's safety. But then it's like, well, you don't want to cause that kind of shit. Sorry, just doing a little texting here. Fucking just, companies don't know how to treat people. That's all I'll say right there. Anyway, fucking like I said, she doesn't use the wild card. So like Frenchie's all like, fuck, what am I gonna do? So he's, panicking the whole time, trying to do all way too much work, way too much stuff, man. So Kylan just puts him up. And he puts up his teammate, I can't think of her name, Brittany, I think her name is. Puts her up because she's all loyal to Frenchie. So he's like, I'm getting rid of one of those 2 people from that team because they're way too tight, which is smart. Like I said, I probably would have put Frenchie up. There's no point in trying to do a backdoor thing because that shit doesn't work out sometimes. So might as well get him gone. But yeah, just I don't know, disappointing. Like I said, I thought Frenchie was going to be the dude, but now I'm kind of like leaning towards Brett, who's kind of like this like typical looking Italian dude. Like you could see him being like somebody in a movie representing, mafia or whatever, but he's like a flight attendant or some shit. But he's pretty cool. I like that guy. So I could see him going far, or even the Sarah Beth. I didn't really like her at first, but she might be smart. So she might be someone to look out for. She looks a lot like Rose from 2.5 Men. Like it's her sister or some shit like that. Like I swear to God, I was all like, is that fucking Rose? Like it really, really looks like her. It's surprising. Sorry. Uh then we got the of course, the veto and eviction will happen Thursday. So I'll definitely be talking about this again for this next week. Then we watched that Fear Street movie. Let me kick that on here real quick. We watched the 3rd edition of this. the 1666. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was, a good finish to the trilogy. It went back to explain how all this shit went down, and it definitely had a twist in it. And I liked what they did. Like, of course, I kind of was all like, oh shit, this is what's going on right before it happened. But, it was almost kind of like, I think you could tell it was going that way. So a lot of people probably noticed the twist before it happened. Sorry. Anyway, like I said, that it starts with going back to Sarah Fear in 1666, and they're all going after her because they think she's a witch or whatever that's bringing all this chaos and shit to this town. So they end up killing her and hanging her from the tree and all this shit, but they find out that it actually wasn't her. I won't really give away the whole ending because, of course, this movie just came out, so I don't want to be a dick. But I enjoyed it. The whole 3 series was pretty good. Like I said, they could have just turned this into a 6-episode series and just, shit. Okay, well, hopefully I'm still doing this. I think I kicked myself off for a second. But anyway, I recommend the trilogy. It was really good. It was a pretty fun horror series. I hope they do some more because I loved R.L. Stein books growing up. I read Goosebumps series before, when I was little. And when I got a little bit older, moved up to Fear Street and all that, I really enjoyed those books. So it'd be cool to see some more horror series made out of their books because there was a lot. There was definitely a lot of stories. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. And it's kind of crazy. It makes me kind of wonder, if some other movies got their ideas from his shit, and just made movies out of it, but called it something else. Because a lot of his stories kind of have feels of other horror movies, but maybe he was the one that stole shit. Who knows? I don't know why I'm giving him credit like he's some fucking mastermind or some shit. I wouldn't be surprised if he was the one that actually stole the shit. Um, I guess I'll move on to some news. There wasn't much that I saw today. I don't know. Like I said, I like to focus on weird news. This one, I can't even remember exactly the story, but I just, I like something that draws your attention. When you see something about a house exploding and 2 other houses getting, damaged because of it, you're just like, holy shit, that's pretty crazy. Now, like I said, I didn't read into this story at all, but I'm assuming it's either a meth fucking house that blew up while they were cooking, or it was some kind of gas leak. Those are the only really 2 options. Like, I guess it could have been like a water heater because I've heard about those exploding. But from the picture, that looks pretty gnarly. So it had to have been a pretty big explosion. I'm leaning towards gas, but I really wouldn't be surprised if it was a meth lab or some shit like that. But I'm definitely leaning towards the gas shit because it looks like a pretty big explosion. I guess I should have read into that a little bit more. But like I said, I am a title reader. Just like this next one, I kind of looked into it, but I just liked it because I was like, I am a hot motherfucker, so I kind of like this idea. It's some kind of wearable AC unit. It's only like $50. The question is, does that shit actually work? Like, is it just blowing air around my neck or does it get cold? I thought maybe it was something you had to like put in the freezer or some shit like that, but it looks like you just plug it into a USB type thing. So it just makes me wonder how the fuck is it blowing cold air? So, like I said, I went and looked into it a little bit, but it didn't really give you much information besides like it keeps you cool. Didn't really tell you how. But like you said, for $50, if it's legit, I could see that selling pretty good, and it says that it's doing really good. So it's been hot as fuck this year. So, but I've never seen one person wearing this. So, but that doesn't mean shit. There ain't that many people here. So, but I just thought that was a pretty cool idea. I'm like, hell yeah. If it legitimately, like, let's just say it like got to like 76 degrees, it could get that cool. I would be pretty happy with that. So that would be the thing to see if it actually worked that good. I don't know. I wonder if they have them in stores somewhere where you could check them out. Then the other news kind of ties into, I guess, my life story today. This has been pretty crazy. Like, fires have been pretty gnarly lately anyway. But like, it seems like the last couple years we've been having, just massive wildfires taking out giant parts of states. And this is another one up there in Oregon, I guess. And like, this just kind of, the only reason I really brought this up is because I have family that kind of lives up that way. So I'm just like, damn, hopefully they're okay. And then like, it made me think about the time that like I had a house burned down. So I figured I'd kind of use this as a segue into a life story that I had about a fire experience. And it was when I was living in Kansas. I was living in a city called Paola. And we were staying at this house. It basically been turned into like a 2 apartment building, even though it was definitely like a house. But they like, sectioned off the top floor from the bottom floor, and that they were different apartments. We lived upstairs in the upstairs apartment. It was a pretty nice place. I really liked it. Like it was a really nice place. Then like one night we're all just kind of partying. We're kind of doing some stupid shit, drugs and shit. And like can't yeah, it was me, my mom, her boyfriend, and my uncle Willie. I believe he was there. And all of a sudden we like smell smoke. We're like, oh shit, someone like dumped an ashtray into a trash can or something like that. We need to see where that is. We're looking around and we're like, we can't find out where the smell is coming from. And I think it was my uncle who opened up the door. Was it my Uncle Willie? I can't remember who was there now. But anyway, somebody opened up the door for the, going downstairs, and everything was just full of smoke. And we're like, holy shit, what the fuck's going on? So we go downstairs and we already know no one's home because it's like the landlord's place and they don't even live there. So we're like, fuck, we need to get in this place. So we like kick the door in or some shit like that. I can't remember exactly how we got in, but we get in there and I believe it was their water pump that was on fire. Their water heater had caught on fire and it started catching their walls on fire. So we like start trying to put it out, throwing water on it, like trying to grab buckets of water, throw water on it and shit. And it's not really doing anything. And we're doing our best to, try to do something. But eventually we all realize that we're not doing shit. So a couple of us decide to go back upstairs and start hiding things that we're worried about, law enforcement and shit finding. And like trying to grab other things while the fucking house is burning down. So, like I said, I'm up there. I'm like throwing some stuff into my pillowcases, trying to grab certain things just in case, I'm not sure what's going to happen. So we're all, I think I made like 2 or 3 trips upstairs. And then like on the last one, the fire department finally showed up. And then they're like, no, nobody goes back up there or whatever. And like, I think my mom was like, fuck you, I'm going back up there. And she goes back up there for something else. I can't remember. But anyway, like the fire department literally doesn't do anything for a good 10 minutes. They basically just let shit burn. They start like busting windows. That's about all they start doing. And then eventually they break out the hoses and they start, spraying it down or whatever. In the end, everything was pretty much, it was fucked. The whole, like half of the building was gone. So like there was no hope of saving this building. Like the most fucked up part was where I hung or had most of my clothes is exactly where the fire stopped. So basically, like one side of my pants were burnt, the other side of my pants were okay. Or like same with the shirt, part burnt. Like I'd be missing an arm on a shirt or something like that. So basically, all that shit was ruined. And I mean, it would have been like smoke damaged and all that shit. Anyway, we pretty much lost most of our stuff. I don't know if we really got much out of there. It was either water damaged or smoke damaged or caught on fire or whatever. So that was like a huge fucking bummer because I mean, we were poor anyway. We were lucky to be staying in this place. I think like these people gave us like break on rent and shit. So we were pretty screwed. So we ended up going out to my mom's friends, Dale and Cindy's house. We ended up staying there for, I don't know, probably like a damn year or more. But luckily the churches and stuff were pretty nice. They hooked us up with like some food, some clothes, some money, and like even the Red Cross kind of helped us out a little bit. I believe they gave us like $900, which I mean, sounds like nothing, especially when you lose your whole house or whatever, but it definitely helped. Like I remember we got to go to Walmart and like buy a bunch of new stuff for everything. Like I said, we lost our home. We definitely had to stay at these people's house for a long time because of that. But it was all right. Like I had my friends there, Wes and Wade, so it was pretty cool to be hanging out with those guys for a long time. But yeah, that was my story about my shit burning down. It's pretty fucked up. That's a whole nother reason why I hate Kansas because so many bad things either happened or the bad things that are about that state, the weather, the bugs, the allergies, uh the law enforcement shit is like so strict, like they're still like one of those states where if you get caught with a gram, they're gonna arrest you type shit. They that they have a lot of dumb shit because they're still kind of country folk there. So it's another reason why I don't like it there. And then like this shit, had a house burned down there, you know, had some tornado scares, which is bad enough. Tornado shit ain't nothing to fuck with. So I don't know. My wife keeps saying we should move to Kansas so we can be next to my mom and shit. And I'm just like, I'm sorry, babe. I can't stand Kansas anymore. Like I said, the one time I take her there, we get attacked by a deer. It fucking smashes our car. Like, what kind of fucking omen is that? That's just like nature or whatever telling me, what the fuck are you doing here, dude? You don't belong here anymore. Like, that's how I felt. Like, it was just like, get the fuck out of my state. So that's how I'm just like, I'm not going back, man. I'm sorry. I know that probably hurts my mom a lot because she knows that the only way she's going to be seeing me is, coming here probably. Because, like I said, I don't even know if I necessarily want to go visit there anymore. There's just been so much negative. whatever being there. So I don't know. I don't recommend Kansas, obviously. I would say the whole Midwest of this country, I would totally avoid. That's just me. I don't like that lifestyle. I don't like sneezing and feeling like shit all the time. I don't like being hot and humid and having to worry about tornadoes and having to worry about giant mosquitoes and having to worry about every poisonous fucking animal that there is and having to worry about deer running, slamming into your car every day as you drive home. I mean, I could go on. So, like I said, it's no disrespect. I'm not trying to be mean to people in Kansas. I'm just saying me, I just can't deal, man. I'm good ups to you people for being able to handle that shit, but I just I have no interest. Um Damn, I got way off topic there, but I guess not really because the fire had to do with Kansas. But yeah, I don't know. That's my fire story and that's my life story, I guess. Um I guess I also have a recommendation today for some comedy shit. It's this dude that's, amongst the group that I listen to. His name is Brendan Sagalow. He's a pretty funny dude. What's crazy is he looks a lot like my friend that I grew up with in Phoenix, the guy that actually got in trouble with the pipe bomb shit. His name was Chris. I won't say his last name, but like he has the same look. Like he has like the hair and everything. I'm just like, dude, did he change his name? Because that fucking looks like my homie. But anyway, he's got some pretty funny shit. He's got a special out. Of course, it's on Spotify. Like I think everybody else puts their shit on Spotify lately. It seems like why not put it out there for free? Get those clicks, right? His special is called Not Now More Than Ever, I believe. It's kind of a weird title, but I believe it goes back to something to do with in one of his podcasts. It's like an inside joke or some shit like that. And I can't quite remember what it was. I know he has some podcasts of his own. I think he does shit with like Mike Feeney and Mike Cannon, the guy that I talked about last week. I can't remember what the hell. I think it's called What's Your Scenario, maybe. Truthfully, I can't remember. There's so many damn podcasts nowadays. But check it out, man. I'm gonna play a little bit of it right now so you guys can check it out. Like I said, it's called Not Now More Than Ever. I'm gonna play this hot topic bit. It's only like a minute, so it'll be real quick. And then I'll come back on and talk for a second. Probably throw out some plugs. See if I forgot anything before I get off here. But let me kick off my camera this time. Bum, bum. Bum, bum. Damn. Slow ass internet. I guess I got to get this figured out too, because I need this shit to work properly. Like, I need this to go immediately. I shouldn't have to be fucking around.
Yeah, that was the kind of kid I was. I loved rap music, and I was also the quarterback. Did you guys know? I'm just kidding. I spent every minute in a fucking Hot Topic at the mall. Every second was spent in a Hot Topic. Every minute. I'm gonna admit something to you guys. It's a little embarrassing. I want to write a commercial for Hot Topic so bad. I want to turn on the TV and have my commercial play Hot Topic. This is the commercial I wrote. Hello, vampires. Just comes up, hello, vampires. Hello, you fat vampires. Do you want to spend $150 to look like the people that burned women during the witch trials? Is that pesky wallet falling out of those Janko jeans because it's not connected by a chain? Well, come on over to Hot Topic. It's Bloomingdale's for school shooters. White Claw, huh?
Okay. that ended a little quicker than I thought. Anyway, I did forget something. It's sports day. I guess I probably forgot it on purpose because damn, the fucking Suns, man. I should kind of figure, man, because it's something that I like. They just got to let it go. They're down 3-2 now. Next game's in Milwaukee. I'm not too positive about it, truthfully. I thought we would win that game in Phoenix. They didn't really show up all that much. To lose by double digits is kind of sad. So, I don't know. It was a good season. That's all I could say. I'll hope that they put in a good fight tomorrow. I don't see it happening, really. I don't know. Like I said, I've been really impressed with what Giannis has done, man. Like, props to that guy. He's been playing like a beast, man. He's definitely something to fear for the next few years. They could get him another decent player. Like, he may be what LeBron should have been. Like, a dude that's going to win several rings, because who the fuck's going to stop this guy? I thought being able to just focus on the one guy, they'd be able to handle it, but it has not worked. Like, I understand they got Chris Middleton. He's not that game changer that I, think that the Suns should really have to worry about him that much. But I guess maybe he is, because he's been playing pretty fucking good. But I don't know. Game 6 is tomorrow. It's in Milwaukee. I don't even know if I want to watch it because, like I said, it's already like, I'm just like, damn. Be like the Raiders making it to the Super Bowl and they're up for 3 quarters. And then halfway through the 4th quarter, they give up the lead and they're down by 10. And I'm just like, the odds are just not good. So, kind of disappointed. Like I said, there's still an opportunity. There is still 2 games if they win this next game. But I don't know, man. They have been good on the road. Not this series, they haven't. But in the playoffs, they have shut people down in the road. But they just haven't shown that they can really do much. I mean, I guess the first 2 games, they won by quite a bit. But these last 3 games, they just don't look like the same team. I don't know what's up. I can say there's been a lot of iffy reffing going on. But I hate to blame that on losses, man. So it's just like you can't let the judge determine your win, finish the fight. And they're upset that they're letting the judges lose the victory, or whatever the fuck I'm trying to say here. But yeah, I don't know. It's disappointing. All I could say is it's almost time for football, man. So I'm excited for that. But then, like I said, I'm a Raiders fan. So eventually there'll be no excitement. Maybe. The odds of them making it to the Super Bowl are very slim, but it would be nice to see that this year as well. It'd be kind of crazy to see 2 of my teams actually make it to the championship games. Like, I don't know. I can't really say who my baseball team would be. I guess I always said it was the Braves. I don't know. I wasn't much of a baseball fan growing up, so. And then, like, I was a LA Kings fan growing up, so I've gotten those championships recently, but I don't really care enough about hockey where that really affects my life. It was cool to see those guys win, But as far as me being like, hell yeah, my team won, like I didn't get that feeling like I would if the Raiders or even like the Suns, if they win, I would feel pretty good. Even though I haven't been that much of a fan. It's just the fact that I was a fan for a long time and went through a lot of shit and a lot of bad times with that team. So it'd be really nice to see that win, but it's just my curse, man. I got a sports curse. That's for sure. Besides that, I think I'm just gonna do some plugs. Check out my niece's site, lavita.com. Buy a shirt if you can, please. It'd be really helpful. Like I said, I'll put the link for the registration, the baby registration or registration in the description. So if anybody wants to do that, check out my website, StephenHartmanPodcast.com. I really need to update that. It's been a while. I think I've got like 6 episodes that I need to put up there. So I will get that updated. Besides that, just like and subscribe, maybe give it a share. That would be helpful. And then I think I may end up doing like 3 episodes a week because I definitely got a lot to talk about with like Big Brother. So like I said, there's 3 episodes of that a week. I could probably do a podcast for each one. I don't know. We'll see. And then I'll definitely be back for Friday's episode. Then I'm going to try to get that green screen working correctly, but I think it might be because my computer can't handle all that shit going at one time. I need to get some upgrade on that now as well. So we'll definitely be working on that. And then I'm still trying to figure out this fucking hosting shit to get everything on to Spotify. So hopefully I figure out this week too. Because that would be helpful. If I can get that shit onto podcast platforms and shit, you know, people can actually listen to the podcast. That'd be fucking really helpful. Anyway, I appreciate you guys for listening. And I will catch you guys on Friday for sure. All right. Later.